Well, hello everyone. This is James coming at you with another awesome video about how to make money online, especially with those affiliate links. Now, it is extremely important that you take massive action every day. Every day, every day, every day. You must take massive action. You know, you have the information, but it doesn't do any good if you don't apply it. You have to apply it, okay? If you want to achieve success. There's just nowhere around it. Okay, you have to work through that. You have to get those negative thoughts under control. Those negative thoughts. You have to control that self-talk, that negative self-talk. Get that under control. Remember that there is greatness within. You are designed to do great things. You can accomplish your goals. This can be done. It does take work, but it can be done. You know, you have to put forth the effort. You have to do it every day. And you have to believe. It's a mindset. Battlefield of the mind. All right. Now, today I'm going to give you some facts about myself. I'm going to let you know who I am. And so let's go ahead and get started. Now, okay, let's get started. Now, I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I lived in Houston for 50 years. Currently, I live in Corpus Cove, Texas. It's close to Fort Hood. That's an Army base, okay? Now, while I was in Houston, I attended John H. Reagan High School. It is now called Heights High School. Actually, in Houston, a lot of the schools went through a name change. And the school that I attended was one of those schools. So it went back to the original name of the school, which was Heights High School. It's located in the Heights area in Houston. While there, I got involved in ROTC, Army JROTC. I was a part of the Student Council, Christian Student Union, and the yearbook staff. Now, while I was at Reagan, things really began to kind of change for me. The way how I saw myself began to change. I began to see that people of different colors were pretty much the same. You know, we kind of responded to things the same way. And so I began to see a different, how people of different ethnicities, how they responded and how they reacted. And I simply realized, hey, you know, we're pretty much all the same. And so while I was when I graduated from high school, I was offered an ROTC scholarship to attend Prairie View A&M University. Now, there things began to change as well. While I was at Prairie View, I became a member of Persian Rifles, which happens to be a military fraternity. And that was a really good choice that I made there. I was also a member of Scavell and Blade. Scavell and Blade is the Military Honor Society. I was commissioned as an officer into the infantry or the Army. And I majored in history education. Now, at that time, my desire was to become a military person, to make it my career. I had planned to spend 20, maybe 25 years in the military, then retire as a colonel or a general. And then upon my retirement, I would go into education. That was my plan. However, due to a series of circumstances that were out of my control, a little flip took place. My plan B became my plan A, in that I started to teach. And then I did Army on the part-time, as a part-time member of the reserve. So I was in the reserves as a commissioned officer in Houston, Texas. I taught for 15 years in North Forest ISD, grades 6 through 12. Now, within that span, I taught everything within social studies. I taught all of those grades from 6 through 12 within the 20-year span. Now, North Forest is no longer in existence. It has now merged with Houston ISD, okay? Now, so I taught in North Forest for 15 years. I took a break for 5 years. Then I returned to teach for another 5 years. And there I taught grades 6 through 8. Throughout my entire life, I've been involved in youth ministry. That's something I have done actually all of my entire life. I've been involved in ministry in some type of way. Okay, now, while I was in Houston ISD, I became an Alpha, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. It was something I really wanted to do ever since I was in college, but the opportunity didn't really present itself. And so I became a member, I guess I was in my late 40s when I became a member of this fraternity. Now, this is when things really changed for me. My mindset really began to change, and it started to change because we were required to learn certain poems, certain things we had to learn about ourselves, and how we can achieve, the importance of achievement, and how alpha men, how we conducted ourselves, especially out in public. And they kind of put in us how we are perceived by the public. And so I had to learn Test of a Man, If, Invictus, the House of Alpha, and the Man Who Thinks He Can. If you think you're beaten, you are. Test of a Man is the grit that he daily makes. If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you believe you're beaten, you are. So these are things that was just really putting me, and they became my identity. And so I began to really, I say, you know what, this is true. What they are telling me, what they are putting inside of me is really true. And so I really began to apply that, and I began to notice how things changed. Okay? If you think you're beaten, you are. If you believe that you can, you can. If you believe that you can't, you can't. And so all of this became my identity. All right. Now, facts about James. Okay. Now, here are some subjects that I've taught other than social studies. Okay. Now, I must remember I've been involved in education. I pretty much as a teacher all of my adult life. Okay. So I taught the citizenship course, U.S. citizenship course. I taught English as a second language, ESL course. I did driver's education. I taught teenagers and some adults how to drive. We would go out and we would start in the classroom. We would give them some instructions in the classroom. And then later on, we would go and get into the car. And then they would have to apply the lessons that they had learned in the class. So we would go out and start driving. And I told them, look, I can teach anybody how to drive. And that was so true. I said, you got to get these basic concepts under control. You get these basic concepts under control, you can drive. And so we would start out in the parking lot. And then I would see how they could, what skills they had in terms of how they could control the car in the parking lot. Then once I saw that they can control the car in the parking lot, we then start to park. And they had to park in between two lines. That was the goal. I don't care which two lines you pick, but you got to park this vehicle within two lines. And so once they got that concept under control, and then I began to select where they would park. At first, I would let them choose. And then secondly, then I would, after they mastered that, then I would choose where they would park. And so with that, they became a very skilled driver. And then we would go from the parking lot to driving on the roads. And then from the roads, we would, get on the freeway or expressway and start doing lane changes and things of that nature. But it all started with the basic foundation, the very, very, very beginning. And in teaching affiliate marketing, I've taken the same approach. I started with the very basic foundations, and then from there we can build, okay? So we start with the very basic foundations. Now, so I taught driver's education. I also taught the driver's safety course. This is the course, when you receive the citation, the judge would give you an option to take this course. And in the process of taking the 6-hour course, the ticket doesn't become a part of your permanent driving record. I taught that. I did that for a little while. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed both teaching the teenagers and the driver safety course. That was fun. I also became an instructor. I was a security guard for a short time period, for about 5 years. This is during the time that I was not teaching. And so I became an instructor for the course, where I would teach different people how to become security guard, especially a commissioned security guard, where they would carry a weapon. Okay, they could carry a pistol on their hip, and I went through that process with them. I taught them how to do that. I had to go through some training. The training was kind of rigorous. It took some time, but I'm glad that I did that training to teach that course. Then I got involved in Civil Air Patrol and started doing a whole lot of things with Civil Air Patrol. It was fun. I would teach kids different things about aerospace technology, kind of talk to them about the military, respect and customs and traditions and very basic military concepts. Civil Air Patrol is a part of the Air Force, okay? And so I really enjoyed that. Okay, great. So I've just given you some facts about James Stephens, who I am. I spent all of my adult life as being an educator. I mean, I know how to educate. I know, how to take a concept and how to help my students to understand the concept, and then how to apply it. This is the key. This is the key thing: is application of the concept. Okay. Now, the concept that I'll be teaching here is how to be an affiliate marketer. Okay. How to market online. That's the concept. And we're going to break that concept down into its different parts. And then you will begin to master those parts. And then once you have a good understanding of those different components and parts, you will then apply it. You will put it to use. Application every day, every day, every day application. Okay. Now remember, if there's a topic that you would like for me to cover, to send me a note, send me an email, get in contact with me in some kind of way so that I will know what subjects or what concepts you would like for me to cover in the upcoming videos. It's important that you do that. I also need you to like and share this page, to tell others about it, and also to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to encourage you that there is greatness within. You are designed to do great things. Okay? You can do great things. It's there. Also, you must take massive action. You have to do this every day. Every day, every day, every day, take massive action. Take massive action. Okay? Every day. You have this is non-negotiable. You have to do this every day. Every day. All right? So, I'd like to end with this blessing. Until we meet again, may the Lord continue to bless you. May He smile upon you. May He grant you His favor and give you His peace. And may He also continue to enlarge your territory. Have a great day. Well, hello. I'd like to welcome everyone to this video. This is James Stephens. I'm here to share with you some different strategies and techniques on how to make money online. Okay? We go line upon line, precept upon precept, and I go over these different concepts and strategies so that you can become successful when it comes to making money online, especially with affiliate links. Now, I would like to encourage everyone to make sure that you get those negative thoughts under control. Okay, there's just no way around this. You have to get that negative self-talk and those negative thoughts under control. You can do this. It can be done. Also, there is greatness within. You are designed to do great things. You have to believe this, that you can do great things. It all starts with a belief. If you believe that you can, you can. If you believe that you cannot, then you will not make it. There's just no way around this. You have to do this every day. You must take massive action, okay? You have to promote every day. You have to take massive action. You need to believe that you can do this. There's just nowhere around it. Okay? Then you have to apply. You have to apply the knowledge. Apply the knowledge. Application. There's just nowhere around it. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is part 2 of some facts about James Stevens. Now, I have been involved in education for, for many, many, many years, actually over 20 years, probably close to 30 years. I have taught different subjects and over the years. I taught public school, and then I got involved in adult learning. And so that was fun, teaching kids, and then I did some adult learning. That was fun. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now, facts about Jen. As an online marketer. Now, I got started as an online marketer while I was in Houston with real estate. Okay, I got started with real estate. I was what they call a wholesaler or a flipper, where I would go and find properties. And the reason I became a wholesaler or a flipper was because I just didn't have the capital to purchase, to make a downright, just make a purchase. So I would go and find properties that were undervalued and put a contract on them, and then tie it up, and then I would sell it to someone else. That way, you don't have to put any of your own money up. And so that was how I got started. Now, as I got started with this, I began to realize that it was a mindset. I had to believe that I could achieve this, because once you start something new, you do run into roadblocks, okay? And so I was hitting these roadblocks, and I began to think that this concept didn't work. The concept worked, but what was happening was my mind wasn't there. I would hit a roadblock, and then I would say this did not work, but it actually does work. So you have to get that mind under control, mindset. I also got involved with IBO Toolbox. Now, IBO Toolbox is kind of like Facebook for internet marketers. The same things that happen on Facebook happen with IBO. You kind of go in and post your links. But IBO Toolbox took it a little bit further. It was also a place where you could blog. And so I really enjoyed this. This is where I got a much better understanding of online marketing and all the tools and strategies that were needed. I started blogging. Now, blogging is a good way to be an online marketer. It's a low-cost way. And so I started blogging. I started doing online surveys. And then I started to do, I was told about SEOs, search engine optimization. Now, and creating backlinks. Now, I began to realize, people talk about, when they say you want to be seen on the internet, and a lot of the search engines, they do not know that your website exists. They have to be told that you exist. And so this is what happens with search engine optimization. There are some strategies and tools and techniques that are used so that when people type your name or your product or your personal name into the search engine, you can pop up in the first, second, and third position. You don't want to be at the very bottom. You want to be close to the top. And so I began to learn how to do search engine optimization, how to create backlinks, and I began to see some success with that. And so at that point, I became known as the traffic guy. Okay, I was a shirt and tie guy, and I was also the traffic guy. Okay, shirt and tie guy simply because on all of my images, the image that I use for the internet, you will see that I'm wearing a shirt and a tie. I became the traffic guy because of search engine optimization, and I started participating in email marketing. Okay, and and the reason I did the email marketing was the low cost. It didn't take a lot of money to start out using that strategy of marketing through emails. I also discovered Safelist and viral mailers, a very low-cost way of getting your message out there. Now, remember, safe engine, a safe list, and viral mailer is a membership site. People subscribe, and they share ads with each other. It's a double opt-in. You know, you have to say, I want to join twice. And then they add you to the list. And most safe lists, they send out emails. You send emails to the members. You know, I send you my email and you send me your email. And then we look at each other's email and then we click the email to receive points. And so I started with that. And then I started to get involved in traffic surf exchanges, or what they call TEs. It's a website. It's a membership site as well. You go in, submit your ads, and then you surf. You look at different ads. And as you look at an ad, you receive credits or points for it. So I also got involved after that in social media. Now, social media really does make a difference. Now, the way that you advertise on social media is a little bit different from a safe list and a traffic exchange. You know, the rules are different. You have to make sure that as you're advertising on social media, that you follow the rules for the different platforms. Okay, each platform out there has a different set of rules, what they will allow you to do, what is required, and how to post. Make sure you operate within those rules, because if you do not, they will shut you down. Now, Facebook groups, I began to promote and create Facebook groups, and they were very helpful. You got Facebook groups, and then later on they added the pages, the Facebook page, which is the page for your business. If you don't have one, then you need to get a group and a page. All right, there's just no way around this. Now, I I was the shirt and tie guy, James the traffic guy. Now I am James the digital marketer. Okay, this includes just about everything in the space of how to make money online. Okay, okay. Now, here, at this point, I created my own online marketing school or academy. Okay, and I simply called it James Affiliate Marketing Academy. And so I have my first 3 students. Those 3 students are Kenny. Kenny is a former, he's a Navy guy, Navy. He's Navy, I'm Army. You have Marquis. Now Marquis he's into martial arts, and he's actually a minister, an ordained minister. And then you had Tony. Tony's a real sociable one. Tony likes to cook, and he's extremely sociable. He's always on social media, taking pictures of the things that the foods and things he has prepared. He's really a jack of all trades. Okay. And so I said, well, let me put these concepts that I have learned. Let me start teaching these concepts to different people. All right. And so the first student that I had that I'm currently working with is Kenny. Now this is Kenny. Kenny. He's involved in a 90-day. Well, actually, it's going to be longer than 90 days. When I started out, I said let's do it for 90 days, but I'm discovering that more time is needed. Okay, so he's called Kenny the Digital Marketer. Okay, he's my first student, and I'm the coach, and I'm teaching them these different concepts of how to become a digital marketer. We do email advertising, email marketing, traffic surf exchanges, viral mailers, social media, and YouTube advertising. Now, it says here that he's involved in a 30-day case study, and we're going to look at low-cost methods of digital marketing for making money online. And that's so true. If you want to know more information about Kenny, here's his website for his blog. He has a blog, and he's chronicling his journey. He's putting into paper the journey of becoming a digital marketer. Okay, my second student is Marquis. Marquis, the digital marketer, the same thing. Advertising with little or no money on the internet. It's a case study looking at low-cost methods of digital advertising to make money online. And there again, we're looking at email marketing, article marketing, TEs, surf exchanges, viral mailers, social media advertising. And my third student is Tony. Tony is a digital marketer. Here's his blog site, TonyTheDigitalMarketer.com. It's a case study. It says 90 days here, but it's actually going to be longer than 90 days. Probably take about a year, maybe. And so we're looking at different low-cost methods as to how you can make money online. Now, so looking at different low-cost methods as to how you can make money online. Great. Okay, this is James. I'd like to conclude with, I've been involved in education for many years, okay? And so this is, I have 3 students. I'm teaching in these different concepts as to how to make money online with a low-cost method. All right. Now, once they get these basic concepts under control, we're going to do what's called a scaling. Okay, we're going to start scaling, and then this is how you make it. This is the strategy. You start small, and then you just continue to build and build and build and build and build. This is the concept. This is the strategy. All right. Now, remember, if there's a concept or something you'd like to see me cover in the upcoming videos, drop me a line so that I can do that. Also, to like this page, subscribe to the channel, share it, and leave a comment. Okay, leave a comment. I need feedback. Leave a comment. Remember, you have to do this every day. Every day, every day, every day. You have to promote every day. Massive action daily, every day. You have to get those negative thoughts under control, that negative self-talk, battlefield of the mind. There's just no way around it. You just have to do that. Battlefield of the mind. All right? Let's see what else. That's really it. Oh. There's greatness within. You are designed to do great things. You can accomplish your goals. You have the ability to do this. You can do this. It can be done. You have people out there that are being successful at this. And if someone else can be successful at this, you can also. There's just no way around it. Okay. Again, this has been James Stevens coming at you. Have a great day. And I'd like to speak this blessing over you. Until we meet again, may the Lord continue to bless you. May He smile upon you. May He give you His favor and grant you His peace. Have a great day.